You know the YouTubers that prank people for money? Like
Airrack.
What's up, Mafia? I'm Airrack.
Well, Airrack recently pranked your buddy Alex here. And y'all keep asking me, what happened? What did you win? So, I'd love to tell you everything that happened. If for some reason you've never heard of Airrack, let me quickly give you a rundown. He's one of YouTube's fastest rising creators. Just 3 years ago, he had 0 subscribers. Since then, he's used outlandish pranks and stunts, like breaking into Justin Bieber's wedding, skydiving with Logan Paul's couch, and his most impressive stunt, simping on Mr. Beast till they became friends, to amass 13 million subscribers, which is 9 million more than me, and he did it in a third of the time. So basically, he's better than me. Please subscribe, I'm desperate! Anyways, I'm a huge Airrack fan. I would fanboy if I ever met him. And he just released his best video yet. $1 versus $10,000 public dares. That's the video I have juicy details on, because he pranked me in the video, and my good friend Zach. If you've seen Airrack's video, I think you should still watch this, because I'm gonna be telling you a lot of things that Airrack left out of his video that are really interesting. He also had no clue I was there or who I was, which is nice to see my accomplishments amount to nothing. Because of that, you're gonna get kind of an insider's view of what it's like to be in an Airrack video. And this story starts with how I know this handsome devil. Subscribers know this is Zach. He writes TV shows. He worked on Heroes and created Breakwater on Snapchat. And when we were roommates in college, I would give girls his phone number as mine because I couldn't afford my own phone. Because of the current writer's strike, Zach has been out of work. Instead, he's been walking the picket lines every day to strike. And I wanted to support him, so I went down to strike with him. Thanks for coming to the strike, Alex. You're my best friend, Zach. There's no other place I'd rather be. Thanks. Hey, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Want to get lunch? Hell yeah, I want lunch. Let's get the hell out of here. Had I known what was gonna happen, I don't think we would have gone. We end up getting bagel sandwiches. As we're finishing them up, this guy walks up to us.
Hey, could I interest you fellas in a free lunch?
We actually just finished lunch.
What if I told you it was American food? You know, like steaks?
Steak. I do love steak. Where is the free steak from? We were in an area called downtown Culver City. There's a walking area with a ton of restaurants that all circle this one beautiful building called the Culver City Hotel. Inside that building is the most elegant and prestigious restaurant in the area. There's a rumor that when they filmed The Wizard of Oz, over 120 Munchkin actors stayed there, got drunk, and swung from the chandeliers. Supposedly, our steak was from that very elegant restaurant. Supposedly, they were doing a free tasting and filming it so they could use the footage online. We had no clue what we were walking into. Around 12:30, I send this text to our wives. Zach and I are on a date. To which my loving wife replied, "Hope you're splitting something. Looks pricey for 2 guys without jobs." To which I said, "Well, we're not stealing the stuff. Clearly, when it's time to pay, we'll go on strike." I didn't say that. I was too dumb to come up with something that quick. Within minutes, it was very clear to one of us that something fishy was happening. If they're filming us, how come there's no camera crew? Because they're busy making the steak? And why would a restaurant have only one waiter for 30 people? Do you think it's strip steak or skirt steak or porterhouse? Slowly, the waiter brings out pre-plated table scraps to everyone. Every plate had the same thing on it. A few pieces of lettuce, a few Brussels sprouts, some pasta salad, and 2 small slices of... not steak. See that? That's chicken. You know, for a restaurant with no steak, I was starting to have major beef with this place. Now, if you go to watch Airrack's video, there is a moment where I realize there's not steak. And it's when I start looking like this. I had been betrayed. I've only made that face one other time. When Zach said I could no longer hand out his phone number as mine. That's when things start getting strange. The waiter starts going around with a cheese grater and a block of cheese, and he's going,
Say when? Is that enough cheese for you? You put 6 feet of cheese on my pasta. Only a pig would eat this swill. I'll eat it.
As we're watching this, I whisper over to Zach, an epiphany.
Wait a minute. I have a question. What if certain people in here are actors, but the rest of us are pit against each other? I mean, think about it. First there's the crappy service, then the crappy food. What if they're trying to see who can last the longest? And whoever's the last one to leave wins the money!
What money?
The Mr. Beast money!
I don't think prize money is what's happening here.
No, it definitely is.
Well, I'm ready to leave.
Oh, we're staying till the end. We're winning the money!
Now it's like 1 o'clock. I've figured out what this is leading to, and Zach texts the group chat. I think we're on a prank show.
Why?
The waiter is eating food off people's plates with his fingers. Stuff like that only happens when it's just the two of you. I hope you're getting free steak. So around about 1, there's this weird tension that starts building, right? Because no one knows what's going on, and the waiter has kind of disappeared. And eventually, the waiter comes out with something that piques everyone's curiosity. This.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the conclusion of our service.
There was a tension in the air.
What you're about to witness shall change your life.
As we waited for him to reveal the contents of the tray, there were 2 things under there that made my heart race. Not money and not steak. You know what was actually in there? It was a paper plate with quinoa and 5 slices of freeze-dried strawberries. It looked like this. Then the waiter says,
Chef Jim's signature dessert is best tasted mixed with the oils of the human flesh.
the oils of the human flesh? We were just as confused as you are. We've been there for over an hour. Folks were getting salty and annoyed that our time was being wasted and we never got real food.
Stay optimistic, Zach. We're gonna win the money! The best way to taste it mixed with the oils of the human flesh is...
This is getting really creepy. He then explained what he wanted us to do, and that's when I sent this final text. I cannot believe what is happening right now. By now, it's 1:45. The waiter disappears. Our wives are texting us like crazy. Everyone's thinking, what is this leading to? Because this is not enough for a whole video. What is going on? Somebody tell me! I lean over to Zach and I'm like, is anyone gonna explain anything to us?
For those of you still here, that concludes our service. Please follow me out.
All the guests filter out. The crew appears, pulling hidden cameras out of spots we didn't see. And I'm thinking, who's giving me my money? Sorry, bruh, it's time to leave. But what's going on here? Can't tell you. But I have this theory that whoever's the last to leave wins a bunch of money. It's a prank show for a YouTuber. Oh, sorry. Which YouTuber's giving me my money? Should I act surprised so it's good for views? Wow, you know a lot about YouTube for an old guy. I guess I'll tell you, so you'll leave. It's this dude, Airrack. Fanboy unlocked. Suddenly, Airrack appears. Our eyes lock, and I'm thinking, I'm a fanboy, I love him, and also... This is a guy that spends lots of money on YouTube videos. We just won something!
I will follow him wherever he may go.
And as our eyes are locked, Airrack does this. And he walked away without saying a word. We get outside with everyone else that was inside the restaurant. They're all super confused because no one told them it was a prank. And I whispered to Zach, I really thought there'd be prize money. And it turns out there was. Just not in any way you'd ever expect. Before we get to that, thank you to everyone that chooses to watch and subscribe. If you enjoyed this, I would love it if you took the time to watch another one of my videos as soon as this one is over. Two I think you'll love are I'm Hurt. I can't die, I want to meet Hillary Clinton! Which is about the worst pain I ever felt. Or the stripper situation in my high school.
When I worked in public schools, you never saw a naked monkey.
Which is just a hilarious video. It's important you watch them as soon as this is over because it helps put my content back in the YouTube algorithm. So thank you. There was prize money. Just not for me. Remember the waiter? How he was doing weird things with cheese, giving weirder speeches, and started a food fight? Well, it turns out he had an earpiece in. Airrack was in a control center van, daring him to do these things for money. And every time he did, he won the money! The waiter won $1,000. And what's most impressive is, the waiter was not an actor. He was a random guy Airrack found on the street. So to the waiter, I'd like to say, that was incredible. Especially that speech, which I'm pretty sure you improvised. You were amazing. You should be really proud of yourself, dude. And if you're watching this video, Tom the waiter, I'd like to take you out to lunch. You deserve it. As for everyone watching, that's the story of how old Alex Clark here got pranked by Airrack. My question for you is, should we try and prank Airrack back or work with Airrack to do a prank together? You let me know, and whatever has the most interest, I will try and make happen. I think either way, we all know who should be involved. Steak. Right now, I'd love it if you go watch more of my content, but only if you like this video. Go watch it right now to help get me back in the algorithm. And Airrack, I was really impressed with your prank. Thanks for letting me be included.